Are you a single guy? Are you divorced? Are you separated? Are you back in the dating game again after many years, the same way that I am? I want to show you how you can have an unfair advantage in the dating game. Stay tuned. The way that you can have an unfair advantage in the dating game is about the science and the biology of attraction. All mammals give off a scent. And not just the kind of scent that you can smell with your nose, but it's an invisible scent. Pheromones. It's actually released through your sweat glands, and it's so you can attract the opposite sex. Biologically speaking, it's for mating purposes. So how can you take advantage of pheromones? I'm pretty happy with the results of the product that I'm going to show you, and they've been a sponsor of many of my videos for some months now, and there are some great testimonials about it. Here's the backstory. A gentleman who was divorced, getting back into the game, he was over 40, he realized he needed an unfair advantage. So what he was doing was he met with a clinical psychologist and an expert in the area of the science and biology of attraction. His name is Scott Carr, and he's become a friend of mine, and he developed a pheromone soap. I have 3 bars of it right here. Those of you that have tried it before, you know the power of it. I will never forget the first time that I tried it. The very first time. Some months ago, I was out at my favorite little rock and roll club that I usually go to, and I was there a little bit later. I couldn't get a seat. But I'll never forget standing up against the wall. I had a beer in my hand, and I just got done eating something. I don't know if it was wings or a cheesesteak or something. And I was there with my buddy, and a guy that I knew from college. And all night long, women were walking by and paying attention to me. They were walking by slow. They were walking by fast. They were making quick eye contact with me. But the one thing that they all were doing was they were slowing down a little bit as they were walking past me. Men, did you ever have a woman say to you, "There's just something about you. I don't know what it is, but there's something about you"? Now, the narcissist that exists in every man, the first thing he's going to think is, well, it's just my charming personality and the way that I do things, my dressing style, because I'm so handsome and so forth. Wrong. It probably was from the chemicals, the pheromones that you are giving off through your body. That is the attractor factor when it comes to intergender, intersexual dynamics. So back to the story. That night, all night long, women coming up to me, finding a reason to talk to me, finding a reason to whisper things in my ear, finding a reason to come up and make conversation. Things like, "Are you somebody? You look like somebody. Who are you?" Coming up and hugging me, and you look so huggable. And I'm just thinking, what in the world is going on tonight? I looked over at my friend Craig. He says, "George, what is happening? What's going on?" And the first thing that came to my mind was, I used the soap before I went out that night. I remember going to the gym that day, working out, coming home, washing with the soap. I even washed my beard and my hair with the soap. And it has a very light scent to it, but all night long. And at that point, there was a moral dilemma. And that moral dilemma was, do I follow through with any of these women, or do I hang with my buddy Craig? And because I am a good friend, and I wasn't about to abandon my friend, and of course the alarms are going off. The studio called my backyard always has these imperfect conditions. I wasn't about to abandon my friend Craig, so I stayed with him all night. And to this day, and I actually have to do an interview with him, so you can see firsthand, or hear firsthand, his perspective of what was going on that night. The only thing that I had done different, now I didn't dress any different, just me in a polo shirt, me with just a normal haircut, the short beard. The only thing different was this. That was the only thing different. Ever since then, every time I've ever used the Tactical soap from the Tactical Soap Company, ever since I used it, every single time that I use it and I'm out in public, I get approached by women, and they find a way to come to me. This is a company that created a soap created by men for men. It comes in 3 types: Durden, after Tyler Durden in Fight Club, Maverick, and Bond, as in James Bond. They have different scents, but the scent is not what draws the females to you. It's the pheromone in the scent. So it goes beyond what they can obviously smell. So it doesn't interfere with cologne or anything smelly that you might use. And I'm not a huge fan of smells of fragrances because they are endocrine and hormone disruptors. I would rather see things scented with natural oils, essential oils. But the pheromones are added to the soap. This is a handmade, handcrafted soap made in North Carolina for strictly the purpose of attracting females. I don't go anywhere without it. I use it every single day, and I have worked in the salon industry, as you know, and I've been around females for a long time, a lot of females for a long time. Although I don't mix work and pleasure, never do. When I go out, this product here gives me an unfair advantage no matter where I go. Am I the best dressed guy in the world? Not at all. Am I the most handsome guy in the world? Not at all. And am I an older guy? Yeah, I'm older. I'm closer to 60 than 50. But whenever I go out, it's women from about the age of 25 all the way up to my age who are coming up to me, who are commenting on just anything to make conversation with me. I'm going to put a link down below where you can order it. There is a 4 for 3, a 5 for 4 deal. Get all 3. Try them. See what works best for you. They have different purposes. And I'm very sincere about this. They've been a sponsor for a long time, and for a good reason. For instance, when I was trying various beard products and gadgets, because you know I'm a gadget guy, if I don't like something, it's not going to end up in my videos on my channel. You can't pay me enough to represent something that doesn't work or something that I'm not a fan of. So this has my full approval. Try it. Bond, Maverick, and Durden. The link will be down below. And I want to hear your testimonials. Now, if you don't have game, if you're not confident, this can't help you meet a woman if you're not a confident man. If you're a dork and you don't wear at least acceptable clothing when you're out and about, this cannot help you. Add a little confidence, dress nice, groom yourself perfectly, and use the Tactical soap, and good things are going to happen. Can it give you an edge with the ladies? I know for a fact that it can. I call it an unfair advantage. Try it, and you'll see. Support a man-owned business, a product handmade not filled with fragrances that are going to disrupt your endocrine system, and it's purposeful soap for the single, divorced, and separated man. Give it a try. And ladies, if you have sons that are out in the dating world, what a great thing to get for your son. And for people who aren't 100% confident in their game, you know what? Every little bit helps. Try it. You're not going to be disappointed.